Thanks for joining our YouTube channel. If you haven't done so already, please click that subscribe button and join our community, so that way you can get notified on each week's message. That being said, we pray that this message encourages and inspires you to take one step closer to Jesus.
You guys that don't know who I am, my name is Pastor Josh. I'm the kids pastor here at Arise, and it is an exciting time to be here this morning because we call this big church, and it's very rare that I get to pop my head in big church. But this is most definitely not about me. This is about these kids and Jesus, who they are going to be ministering about today. But we are actually kicking off the series that you just saw, The Light of the World. And I love how God works out details, because this is exactly what happened. Pastor Brent and I did not talk about this, but he had this series planned for a while, and then I'm picking out a kids play, and I'll be really honest, I don't like picking out kids plays because they're over the top cheesy a lot of times. I'm just gonna be really transparent and put that out there. But I found one that I was like, man, this is such a good message. And the whole idea today is that these kids are gonna be performing the biggest, brightest Christmas show ever. And somewhere along the lines, there's some complications in the show. And they realize that it's not about all of these lights. It's not about the lights on the Christmas tree, but it's all about the light of the world, Jesus. And it's so cool that the theme of our play is matching along with this series. So instead of kicking off the series next week, I said, hey, why doesn't Arise Kids kick it off? So are you guys excited to be here? I am so thrilled. Before we get started, I do just want to share something really quick, and I do want to echo what Pastor Ken said. I've been in many kids' plays since I remember walking, and some of these songs get stuck in your head. Many of you parents, these songs will be stuck in your head for the remainder of your life. But it's much more than a song being stuck in your head. It's a seed being planted in these kids' hearts. It's a seed that's being planted. And it's more than just, a seed that was planted and the kids love Jesus and they're going to serve him the rest of the days. But this is the beginning of somebody's ministry. Okay. This is the beginning of some of these kids' ministry. Some of them are going to go on and they're going to have platform ministry. There's going to be missionaries and preachers and worship pastors and worship singers. But there's also going to be people that are going to be ministers of their home. There's future moms and dads up here that are going to lead a generation one day as well. There's future police officers up here, future teachers up here. There's future people that are going to infiltrate the Brandon community for Jesus Christ. And it starts right here today. So with that being said, without further ado, I would love to introduce to you guys the biggest, brightest Christmas show ever. Give it up for these Arise kids. Up Christmas. We're gonna make it sparkle. Yeah. We're gonna make it shine.
We're gonna make it happen for Christmas time. It's Christmas time. We're backing the odds and we're doing it right. We're singing the carols and
shepherds in their costumes. I need the wise men in their places. Where is the band?
Cat. Is this not exciting? Just imagine today, someone from the biggest, brightest Christmas show ever at Arise is gonna be here to see our show. They're gonna be here to see our show.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna be the biggest, but it sure will be the brightest.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
Hey, Pastor Josh. Hi, Miss Kat. Do you think we put up enough lights?
Any more lights and they'll see us from space.
It looks really good, Fiona. It really sparkles.
Thanks, and just wait until you see our Silent Night light show. Right, Caleb?
Yeah. Sorry we're late. Jolie couldn't find her crown.
Oh, Jolie couldn't find her crown, but wow, you guys look great, JJ.
Yeah, you look really sparkly.
And we made our outfits. Oh.
You used all your glitter. Very good job, Emmeline. Very cool. But 1, 2, 3. Where's Abigail?
She's on her way. Miss Taylor needed her help. She's giving her a ride.
Okay.
Okay, so
You're missing right here.
we're still missing Emily and Adriana.
Yeah.
Where are they?
And we're so totally excited. We've been rehearsing like forever, right, Emily? Like forever, Adriana. Is the judge here, Pastor Josh?
Well, see, the judge isn't here. Maybe not. You see, the identity of the judge, it's kind of a secret. It's not going to be revealed till after the show.
Isn't that totally awesome, Emily? Totally awesome, Adriana. Let's go rehearse some more.
They know what they're doing.
All right, well, Josh, do you think something is missing?
I mean, according to my list, we got the Christmas tree, we got the banner, we got the choir, the band. The star on the manger! Where's the star and where's Abigail? I think I hear her coming.
Thank you again, young lady, for helping me with my tree. You truly have the Christmas spirit.
Everything.
Wow, hi guys. Everything looks so festive. You must be so excited.
We are, Miss Taylor. Thank you again for telling us at Arise about this play, about this contest. I'm so excited.
Well, when your son runs a local TV station, you get the 911 on things like this. Well, I'll see you after the show.
Bye, Miss Taylor. Did she say 911?
I think she meant 411.
411.
Okay. All right.
I think we picked the right person for that part.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. So, the star. Oh, Abigail, did you bring the star?
Yes.
Cat, that's not the star that I wanted. I wanted the big star, the big over-the-top bright star, the one with the LED lights, the one that was flashing and blinking, the one that distracts people while driving down the road. That's the star that I wanted.
Sorry, Pastor Josh. It was the only one left. Maybe I should go join the band.
Yeah. Miss Cat, the play is totally ruined now. The lights, it's not gonna work.
It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. All right, the show's almost ready. Places, people, I need you to smile. I need you to be in your places. Come on, guys, it's Christmas.
a Merry Christmas and welcome to our show. We really hope it will be the biggest, brightest Christmas show ever that you have ever seen. And we have lots of things planned. We have a heavenly choir, a rocking Christmas carol band. We have a light show that you will never forget. So one last time, please give it up for Jolie and the Christmas Rocking Band.
It was a long time ago on a not-so-silent night. There was an explosion of light in the sky. It brought a message from heaven that would rock the world. It was a Silent Night rock show.
Javier. You know what? I think we should start the song over again. Go ahead, guys. Let's start that song from the beginning. Here we go. Ready for the epic lights, Fiona? What happened to our lights?
What happened to our sound?
I can't see anything.
This is just awful. Our show is totally ruined.
And what about our songs? Our amps aren't working.
Calm down, people. Calm down. It's going to be okay. There's a little light. See? Right there.
Look, Caleb.
The star's still shining. And it's shining right on the manger.
What should we do? What about the rest of the show?
Okay. I think I have an idea.
Okay.
Fiona, Caleb, can you get those lights over there? Jolie, do you think your battery's still working for your keyboard?
Yeah, it does.
You know what? So here's the plan.
Okay. What's the plan? Okay. You gonna turn on these lights right here? Okay.
I think this is gonna work.
Okay. everyone. As you can see, or maybe I should say, you can't see, it seems like we might have ran into a little bit of a problem with our light show. So tonight, we will proceed unplugged. So if you received a candle at your entrance, now would be the time to turn it on. And as these children are lighting up their candles, I want to encourage you to sing along with us in a time of worship. As the kids are going to sing a medley of some worship songs, let me tell you this morning that we at Arise have some awesome lights. Sometimes we have smoke. Sometimes we have nice object lessons. But understand that all those are just extra things. If you cannot feel and experience the power of God without a light show, then you're experiencing emotions. You're not experiencing Jesus. If you can't get behind someone's teaching and preaching because it doesn't sound flashy or it doesn't make you feel good, then you're chasing the wrong gospel. So as these kids proceed unplugged for this song, I encourage you guys to join us in a time of worship, because we don't need a fancy light show. We don't need a fancy stage. We just need Jesus. Let's sing this song together.
The sky was filled with a million angels, all praising God. Caesar Augustus had issued a decree that a census should be taken of the entire Roman world. So Joseph went to the town of Nazareth to Bethlehem, because he belonged to the house and line of David. He went there with Mary, who was pledged to be married with him and was expecting a child.
To
would you stand with me this morning and let's just worship the King of Kings.
Here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. Here I am to worship. Here I am to bow down. Here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. Oh, come let us adore Him. Oh, come let us adore Him. Oh, come let us adore Him. Christ the Lord. For He alone is worthy. For He alone is worthy. For He alone is worthy. Christ the Lord. For He alone is worthy.
Yay! Guys, our lights are back on! Guys, you realize our lights are back on? Yeah, let's be a little excited.
I think we found the problem, Pastor Josh. Our Silent Night light show was a bit too bright.
I see that.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Miss Taylor. Well, I guess today didn't quite go the way we had expected it to.
Well, maybe not the way you planned, but God always has a plan.
What do you mean, Miss Taylor?
Well, we get so busy trying to, sorry.
Yeah, Miss Taylor. God's moving, girl. God's moving.
We get so busy trying to make Christmas happen, we forget it happened a long time ago. Right. And in Bethlehem. So
Preach.
God always has a plan, not just at Christmas, but today and forever.
You're right. You're right. Oh, come on. I guess tonight I thought Caleb and Fiona's light show would be the brightest show ever, but I was forgetting something. I forgot that the brightest light of all had already been born.
And that is the light that will never go out.
Yeah.
Well, I should be going now. Oh, one more thing. My son thinks I know a lot about Christmas, so he made me a judge of the biggest, brightest Christmas show ever. Merry Christmas, kids!
Miss Taylor was the judge.
Can you believe it? Miss Taylor was the secret judge. Maybe our Silent Night light show didn't ruin everything.
Caleb, everything was exactly perfect. I do have a question though. Why did the star never go out?
I don't know, maybe it was plugged into another outlet. It just never went out.
It may have been small, but it really shined through and bright.
Just like God wants us to shine.
Yes. Well,
Now that everything's working, we still have one more Rocky Carol to sing. Let's finish the story.
yeah.
You guys want to sing one more song?
Yeah!
All right. Let's sing this song, Joy to the World. You guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this play. I want you to join us as we sing Joy to the World. Let's sing this song together. So it's great news for us to understand He sings right here, glory to God in the highest, and on earth, peace, goodwill towards men. For unto us a child is born, and unto us a son is given, and the government will be upon his shoulders, and his name will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, and Prince of Peace. Let's sing joy to the world. Y'all give it up for these amazing guys. Come on, give it up for our Rise kids. Y'all give it up for this amazing lighting crew right here. Give it up for Adriana and Emily. Give it up for Jolie and the Christmas Rocking Band. Give it up for everybody in our manger scene. Give it up for this amazing choir. And one last time, just give it up for these kids in general. You guys may be seated. Real quick, I hope this play ministered to you. I hope that you understand that Christmas lights and Christmas decorations are amazing and awesome. I hope that you blow a fuse on your whole neighborhood block with the amount of lights that you have. But I hope that they come knocking on your door complaining about you, and in that moment you can share to them the true light of the world. That is Jesus Christ. That is Jesus Christ. Amen. Hey, real quick, I do want to give a couple quick shout outs. I want to thank all of the parents that have been dedicated for so long. This took up 25% of the year. We've been practicing since the first week of September. So thank you for your dedication to these children being able to minister in this moment. A huge shout out to a lot of other people. Miss Cody, who did a lot of decorations. Mr. Jason, who was here till like 2 o'clock in the morning with me Friday night. And there's so many other people that I forget to mention. Miss Bonnie stepping in. Miss Bonnie did a great job. I love it. I love that we are at a church where it's not about perfection in the stage, but in that moment, we allowed Jesus Christ to move in Bonnie's life right there. I love that we're able to do that. So one last time, give it up for these kids as Pastor Brent comes forward.
Yeah, one more time. Can you just tell them how much you love them? Including Pastor Josh and Miss Kat.
Oh, I do have one last shout out. My future newborn son waited till the play was done. He is free to come in the next 2 hours, but we got one more service. I was sweating that so bad.
1 o'clock today, baby Judah can come.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to be really transparent with you. If he came today, the kids might have sang, but there was no play. I had no plan B. Like, he might have been in the manger, but that's all we had.
Hey, what's up, Arise? John joining us. Thank you, Pastor Josh, Pastor Kat. You guys are amazing. You know, Jesus would say those radical words referring to being the light of the world in John chapter 8. It's early in the morning, and oftentimes we don't get the context of what Jesus is saying. It's early in the morning, according to the previous section. The Pharisees, the religious leaders, are coming against Jesus, trying to trap him in his word, trying to get him messed up. And nothing messes you up like talking to somebody first thing in the morning. Can I get an amen? I don't know if Jesus had even had his coffee yet, and they're bringing a woman caught in the act of adultery to him and trying to get him messed up. And it's in that moment, and you got to put yourself in that moment. It's in that moment, John chapter 8. Do we have the John chapter 8? That Jesus would say those amazing words, "I am the light of the world." Now, you got to put yourself in that context because the sun is probably literally rising behind him. Right behind him, the sun is coming up, and he would look over and say, "I am the light of the world." It wasn't something somebody said about Jesus, although you can find passages like that. It was Jesus saying about himself. You talk about audacious. I am. Just like the sun is rising, I am the light of the world. It reminds me of what is, in my opinion, my favorite C.S. Lewis quote, and there are lots of great ones. But my favorite one ever is, "I believe in Christianity as I believe the sun has risen. Not only because I see it, but because by it I see everything else." I am the light of the world. See, Jesus is the light, and light reveals things. Light reveals truth. Jesus reveals truth. In fact, Jesus would say, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." The life. I am the truth. He would stand before Pontius Pilate and say, "I came," and why did I come? "I came to testify to the truth," to speak truth. Don't you know we need some truth speakers in our day and age? In a world where you don't know what's true and what's a lie and what to believe and what not to believe, you need something you can hang on to. Jesus is that truth. Light reveals obstacles. Jesus reveals obstacles. Don't you know there are obstacles to you living the fullness of life that God created you to live? And until you know Jesus, oftentimes you don't even realize the obstacles that are there, the enemy that wants to persuade you the way things should be instead of the way things are. Light reveals obstacles. If you don't believe me, just get up at 2 a.m. in the darkness and try to go to the bathroom without stubbing your toe or kicking your shin, right? Light reveals paths. Jesus reveals paths. I love going to Men's Retreat every year because it's funny watching a bunch of New York City slickers try to walk in the dark. And what is very obvious when the sun is up is not so obvious when it's down. And especially back when we were at Camp Sozo and they had little tiny trails and Dion and different people trying to walk through the trails at night. And if you don't have a flashlight, man, these tough guys that could probably brawl out in the city somewhere, but you get them in the woods at night and Blair Witch Project starts happening and they start losing their minds. Why? And obviously, if the sun comes up, the path is there. But when there's no sun, when there's no light, you don't see the path. Jesus came to reveal a path to you and I. And so as the sun is rising behind Jesus, and dogs are yawning, and Pharisees are trying to get him in trouble, he puts himself in this place to say this audacious statement, I am the light of the world. I am the light of the world. Referencing seemingly to the sun, but referencing all the way back to the very first words in the Bible. Genesis chapter 1, verse 1 and 2 says, in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty, and darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters, and God's about to say, let there be light. Can I tell you that when Jesus is not in your life, it will be formless because you don't have the light. You will entertain a form of humanity that's not what you were meant to be. Jesus came to show us what humanity is meant to look like, how we are supposed to live, who we are supposed to be, how we are supposed to treat each other. And when you are outside of the light, you will lose that form. We will be full of void or empty. When you're empty, you try to fill that void with anything you can find. You'll stuff anything into it, every material possession, every relationship, everything that's not bad unto itself, but it's trying to fill a void that only the light was meant to fill. You'd be formless, you'd be void, and you'd be dark. There's a darkness to life until the light of Jesus Christ comes. I'm not saying you can't live life. I'm not saying it can't even be a good life sometimes. But to see the path, to see the way God has, to have abundant life only comes when the light of Jesus Christ comes. Would you stand up with me around the room? My hope this morning is that this is more than a play. It's more than just something we sing some songs, we take pictures of the kids, we all smile, we all get that good emotional feeling of watching the kids do this. There's something about it, like you just feel good watching the kids do this. It's a beautiful thing. But I hope it's more than that. And I know there's a lot of family members that might be here and you don't usually go to church. And I want to tell you that what the kids were doing this morning and what God is wanting to do in your life is let the sun rise up so that you can make sense of everything else. Let the truth come in. Let the one that will show you the obstacles come in. Let the one that will show you the path. His word will be a path unto your feet and a light unto your path. Will you follow him?
Thanks for watching. Wasn't that an amazing word? We ask that you like and subscribe and share it to all your social platforms. We hope that this message left you feeling encouraged and blessed to take that step closer to Jesus. We'll see you next week.